Hello, everybody. This is Talila. For those who don't know me, I'm a data scientist and I love tech. And I love also talking about tech. And with me here, Hachi, who are you?
Hello everyone, and my name is Hatim. I'm a tech enthusiast. I love developing a lot of different things, and yeah, you can consider me someone who actually loves to code, loves to talk to tech people, and yeah, this is one of the things which we do.
Perfect.
So, Tilila, what are we going to talk about today?
We're going to talk about a major announcement from a couple days ago during the Surface announcement. And there was Copilot that was announced. So very, very AI heavy. And we're all excited about it. So you might wonder, Copilot, didn't we announce that already? Well, we've had quite a few Copilots over the past couple months, if you've been following. There was Copilot for M365 or Productivity Suite. And I really love that part for two main reasons that I use every day. The first one is the meeting summarization. When you do a meeting in team, it tells you who spoke when, how long, what were the actions, much needed. The second one is Copilot for Dynamics 365. So if you're a marketer, LLMs were included in there so we can generate content for you. So if you want to make brochures, if you have to make posters and stuff like that, it makes things so fast for you. And also for customer service, by the way. So it can help you make sense of all your knowledge base and have answers ready very quickly for the people you're talking to. And we've all been customers on the other side of the line of customer service. So that's very, very helpful. And there was also Copilot for GitHub, and I know you love that one.
Yes, and you have heard about GitHub Copilot in a normal sense, where you generate code with that. There's something more coming up, which is Copilot X. Here with Copilot X, you can actually go ahead and talk to the chatbot. Tell them if you're stuck, if you need more information about that part of the code, if you want to debug that part of code, you want to run test cases, that all can be done through GitHub Copilot X. So more features coming on, and it's so exciting. I'm all up to it now. The biggest thing, or the part which was announced, right, which was Copilot for Windows now,
Exactly.
which is now I have an option to search anything on my laptop. Just go ahead, uh, try to unload a bit of cognitive tasks which I have on my head, and Windows is there to help me out. Just press a shortcut, Windows C, which will come soon on your laptops,
Absolutely.
and go ahead and ask any questions. Make sure put your task, simplify your day-to-day activities, what you do with Windows, and that's amazing. So. Tilila, tell me more about what you think about this announcement.
Yeah, I love this announcement because what it does actually, it's more than just for Windows. It actually unifies all the other Copilots. So now we're talking about one single Copilot, for the nerds amongst you, one Copilot to rule them all. And it's really, really exciting. And a lot of the things that it allows us to do are things that we've always wanted to do, but you need to know the shortcut, you need to know how to do them, and sometimes you just don't have the skills to do them. So how about you just ask for what you want and then it helps you. At least that's where we're getting at. So I know there are three major announcements and features that you actually loved. So what are they?
So the first and the very most important one is, how do we edit these videos, the ones we record? And that's where Clipchamp comes into it. So Clipchamp is now embedded in Windows 11, where it helps you to compose, do scene suggestions, gives a bit of customized narratives depending on how you're trying to record this video. So this is one of the things which I loved it. Other two things which I'm not too proud about it, but yes, I do shop a lot.
Okay.
So with Copilot on Edge, it actually helps me to have a personalized way to get answers, as well as get my shopping list together. So if I'm going to buy something, it will help me go ahead and search on the web to find the cheapest one, the best quality one, and it will actually go ahead and suggest me that. So that's kind of my top three, where in terms of personalization, it tracks all my chats which I've done before. You can still switch it off if you don't want to do that. But for me, yes, I want some kind of personalization when I ask the chat and a bit of context of what I'm asking them, right? So that's my top three. What do you think? What are your top three in that case?
I do have a top three, but before that, I must say that you're not saving any money anytime soon. Congrats. Thank you, Copilot. So I do have my top three. The very first one that I saw is part of Edge, actually, and we call it Bing Enterprise Chat. And here's the selling point for me. You know how all of you come back from vacation and you have like thousands of emails and you just wish that someone could just summarize it for you, tell you what are the most important, and even draft some answers. Well, guess what? That's there. It's included. So Bing Chat Enterprise includes a Copilot that will allow you to do all that, declutter your mailbox, and take some actions into it. I'm so looking forward to this feature. I wait every day for it to be
Same here.
activated. It's really looking forward to this one, and I know a lot of you will. The second one, a tool that I use multiple times a day, is the snipping tool. I take a lot of snips, put them in PowerPoints and all that. And the one thing is that when you snip a picture, right? And it has a lot of content. Well, now what you can do is that you can snip a picture, but you can also extract the content from it. So imagine you snip a table and you can take the content, put it in an Excel, or you snip some text and then you can actually take that text, copy it somewhere else, edit it and things like that. And that's so useful because it helps tremendously on a day-to-day life. And the other one that I really loved is Edge with DALL-E. So for those of you who don't know yet, DALL-E is the model that allows you to create pictures from prompts. So you just tell what you want and then beautiful pictures come up. And of course, you can edit and prompt engineer it a little bit more to get exactly what you want. So now it's included in Bing. So you can just ask for prompt the type of picture that you want and then keep going with it in your prompting, and you can get very high quality pictures. And I've seen some of the results. They're super realistic. They're very aesthetic. That's definitely one of the things that I'm really looking forward to.
Agree.
These are my top three. And there's a lot more, by the way. We just covered our top here. And dare I say, I am so excited about this because for me, this is a moment in time where we're seeing a huge leap in what we mean by interface. Because if you think about it, let's take a little bit of a step back in history. The first interfaces people interfaced using binary, like you really needed to write those. And then code came into the picture. So you needed to know how to write code. And then we saw all of those wonderful interfaces with the mouse, so the Windows 95 and all of that. And that was a huge revolution because now I can just hover and click wherever I want. And then touch came in and all of that. But there was always this leap, this little gap, little innovation that we were waiting for, which was, can I just ask you what I want and you do it? Can I just tell you in plain words? And that's what we're seeing. We're starting to see this is the very first step into making your very own assistant that can understand what you want and actually do it. And I think from now on, we're really going to see a huge leap. And I'm super happy that we live in the day and time when we can experience that.
Correct. And the point which you made about the assistant is, I feel like this helps you be more productive in this, right? So it's exactly the point where, Copilot fits in. Consider Copilot your assistant. Go ahead, ask questions, take all the references you want, which will help you to do a better job in your day-to-day life. So I'm excited.
Absolutely. So I'm sure you're not the only one who's excited. So when can we see Copilot in our computers? When can we start using it?
So the updates are coming part by part, and it has started already since last week from 26th of September. And we see more and more updates coming on, on a small short basis. But the exciting thing for me is the enterprise chat, which is about to start from 1st of November. Don't delay that for us. But that's when you start seeing all these updates showing up in your tenant, and that's how it is.
I'm pretty sure you're not the only one to be excited, and a lot of people will be waiting for those dates. And if you want to know more about all the features, all the capabilities, the link to the full blog is in the description. So make sure you go through it. With that, thank you very much for listening, and let's go pilot.
Thank you, everyone. And thank you, Dalila, for joining us today. Have a good day. Bye bye.